Let me be honest with you, as a business owner, you don't need accessibility. The problem is that when you don't need accessibility, you are already at the ceiling of the possibilities of making new clients in your business, or with your business, or collaborating with other businesses which didn't build accessibility in their processes. My take is all harsh, maybe, because I'm a blind PhD in psychology who worked in traditional media, who worked in consulting organizations, and who worked in social media, despite that I am blind, as I already said. But also, I worked in IT. And what I saw from IT's perspective, I am a quality assurance engineer, qualified already. So, on top of everything else, I am a QA as well. Um, some IT businesses which are doing accessibility view accessibility as a tag that you slap on your website and that's done, that you slap on your app and that's done, despite the fact that you are opening the app and large portions of the app are not taken back by your screen reader. You know, visually, when an app is done in a truly accessible way, you should receive the same information that people who can see are actually receiving, which is usually, I don't know if we are talking brands like perfumery brands or skincare or stuff like this. It's usually like a bottle of something, like a model posing with something in their hands and stuff like this. And people who clients who cannot see are touching empty screens which don't read back anything because accessibility has been slapped on something which is not accessible and on something which an IT company which decided to do accessibility because it's trendy said to you just to appease you and to make you give some more money because well we are doing for you this app and this thing and also we can do accessibility, just pay us a little money and we are saying to everyone that your thing is accessible. Well, it's not. It's not. I'm sorry to tell it to you, but here I am. You know, I am creating a PR agency which is building accessibility at the core of what we are doing. Because if accessibility is not built at the core of your PR, of your public relations, you are not able to tell the full scope of your story. You are done. You know, you said your story well enough, so you are drawing people without disabilities well enough, maybe for your business. But the only meaningful broadening of the scope of the people that can buy from you or invest in you, whatever your business case is to actually start talking in an intelligible way to people without full scope of human capabilities. Because let me put you to it even more bluntly. When you are creating exclusively visual content for people who cannot see, when you are creating shops where there are different levels or people cannot reach out and pick their things alone because they are in wheelchairs, you are blabbing unintelligibly to us. You know, you want to say something to us, you try to be meaningful to us, but you are not. And you are not able to be just by going to the same suppliers of IT services or training services or learning services or whatever services that you're using now, because those services do not understand accessibility because they hire people with different disabilities. They are urging us to get different certificates, different badges that we can slap and they can slap on their websites, which mean nothing, because as far as we are holding junior style positions, they are letting in our intakes, our evaluations, our analysis be modeled with the experience, the language, and everything else of people without disabilities. So you are thinking that you are paying to actual people, to actual experts with disabilities who to do you an actual accessibility, which is going to mm, make your business more intelligible to people with different disabilities. Well, you are paying the same people who are not with disabilities, who don't understand accessibilities, who are disrespecting qualified people with disabilities, who are telling you that lived experience doesn't matter because they have business polish. Well, their business polish didn't bring you more customers with disabilities. The only way that you can get in front of the ears, eyes, fingertips, toes of different people with different disabilities is to work with me. I'm sorry if it's too blunt for you. I'm sorry for your feelings. I'm sorry for your investments. But if you are actually caring about your business, getting to fresh new perspectives of fresh new money, which to pour directly into you, and to gather more clients, different numbers of clients, the only viable way for your business is to be intelligible, and further down the way, hopefully, to draw people with disability towards your brand, whatever you are doing. Because people with disabilities, we are decision makers. We are making our own money. We have immense power buying authority in our circles, because people, people from our family, people who are our friends, our allies, our colleagues, see us as strong people who are fighting for a lot, and we're respected in that way, particularly because when a person sees that a person with disabilities is picking this brand and this brand only, and wants to go to this place and this place only, and because they are explaining why they are so comfortable with that brand and not that other brand, lots of people around us are following our decisions, our buying decisions, our buying sentiment, and all kinds of that nature. And you are at the very top of what you can achieve by cheating out of accessibility. I understand it's more comfortable to you. I understand that maybe some developers of your digital assets, or some developers of your physical assets, it's easier for them and cheaper for your budget to not build in accessibility, to not listen to actual people with disabilities, because we are small numbers. Well, let me tell you a little secret. We are a small number because, as I said to you, you are not intelligible to us, because multiple things that you are doing, we are I cannot see colors, you know? And if colors is only the only thing that you're counting on, you're unintelligible for me. You cannot communicate me anything. Whatever price you put on your service or on your things that you're selling, I cannot grasp you, your professionalism, your prices, your professional command, you are not intelligible to me. I am coming to you because I am an active person with disability. Usually, I'm coming with my assistant, or I'm heavily using different assistive devices, which the large amount of people with disabilities tend to not use, either because they cannot buy them, either because they are tired of always having to use something. Um, but we are a small number because currently there is a small number of active people with disabilities, who are trying to be proactive and who are trying to have a proactive and active life. Um, the bigger amounts of people with disabilities, they are not thinking of even coming to your business, even digitally, because you are saying, oh, our app is this and that and this and that, and your app is just some words, some prices, some empty screens, some things which are not reading to us. This is the perspective of people who cannot see and who are counting on um, screen readers, and this is everything you did. I'm again, I'm sorry for you, but you have to invest. You can invest because the bigger amount of people is going to come when people are able to understand what your business is about. Because, as I said to you, you did immense stuff for people who don't have disabilities. You know, visually, I remember I had basically very good vision until I was 14. Now I'm 32. I remember what it felt to look at things, and now how it feels just to feel them. Well, it's blah. It's nothing. It's just textures that you are not using, by the way. One freebie moment here for you if you want to use it somehow. Um, and you did immense stuff in terms of physical spaces in which you have to be able to move alone, or in a way which feels empowering to you. This is what you did already. You cannot do much more. You are already at the peak of that. The other peak is to empower people with disabilities to be your clients, and it's up to you. I'm here. You can write to me. We can talk, and we can work together with Omni, Omni. This is my PR agency, and it's built on the fact that we all can just win so much money and so much time just by being accessible to each other, just not by tagging further prices on the need of being assisted, helped, retrained, um, sued, because, well, tagging on accessibility here and there just out of laziness and cheapness sometimes costs money and prestige. And it can be done in a different way with me and my PR agency.